Anyone who watched television, who saw the cloud of dust and debris that was generated by the collapse of those towers, and saw rescue and recovery workers being dragged off the pile with their eyes streaming, their nose running, and gasping and choking for breath, knew that there was at least the potential risk that people were going to be suffering problems with their upper airways, problems like sinusitis, and problems of the lower airways like asthma and bronchitis as a result of those exposures.
Dr. Stephen Levin is the medical director for Mount Sinai's Selikoff Center for Occupational and Environmental Medicine. He has treated thousands of Ground Zero's first responders and has been monitoring the effects of 9/11 on workers and volunteers for the past 5 years.
Worse? About the same? Okay, close your eyes for a second. Actually, my first patient confirmed for me the basis for all the worries that we had expressed a week and some earlier. This individual was a rescue worker in addition to being a building trades worker. Was caught in the dust cloud when the first tower collapsed, stayed there afterwards helping to evacuate people, and had been in excellent physical condition up till September 10th. He came in with a full picture of sinusitis, inflammation of his upper airways, asthma, which he had never had before, post-traumatic stress disorder, which disordered sleep and intrusive thoughts and emotional distancing and irritability, the full picture. In the ensuing several weeks, we saw many, many more responders, especially people who were doing rescue and recovery work, who by this point were recognizing that unlike the way they were before 9/11, they now could not go up a flight of stairs without gasping for breath, finding their chest tight, coughing, wheezing, things that they had never experienced before. No, just breathe normally, nice and quiet. Most of our patients are improving, but for many of our patients, I'm quite sure these will be lifelong problems. What are considered the short-term illnesses, the asthma, the sinusitis, the post-traumatic stress disorder, in fact will be long-term problems. Many of our patients will be asthmatic for life. Many of our patients will have recurrent sinus problems for life, and while the post-traumatic stress disorder and depression for many will subside, it will remain provocable for the remainder of their lives, and we know that from the Vietnam vets' experience.
Physical and psychological traumas are not the only challenges facing 9/11 responders. Dr. Levin has witnessed his patients fight against what he says is a badly broken workers' compensation board.
To put these people already psychologically harmed through the additional stresses and misery of a workers' compensation system that accuses them of being liars, malingerers, and cheats, right, is outrageous. And yet that's been the experience of many of our patients.
Take the very deep breath. Open. Blow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, please.
We have other worries besides the persistence of the shorter term effects. And that is whether, in fact, diseases that take a longer time to develop will be showing up 10 years down the road, 15 and 20 years down the road. And we know very well that the population of rescue and recovery workers and those volunteers are worried about this. They know they were exposed to cancer-causing agents. This is not a mystery to them. And the importance of following this group long enough so that if in fact those diseases are going to develop, the importance of detecting these early so that we can treat them effectively is paramount now.